Hi, leaders. This is Gary. I just wanted to give you a little heads up about this week's Bible study on heaven. I know a lot of you heard Pastor Drew talk about the points of heaven, one of them being that heaven is a relational place. And we have a reference in there in 2 Samuel, and I wanted to give you a heads up on what that was about. I know some of you might look at that and say, wow, what does this have to do with heaven being a relational place? What we have there is King David was undergoing some discipline from God as he had sinned with Bathsheba. And we notice that his son is in danger of losing his life, and David is on his face and he's mourning and he's having a hard time. And then the unthinkable happens. His son does die. And then all of a sudden he gets up, he showers, he gets ready, and he goes back about his life as though nothing had happened. And those around him were watching him saying, David, how could this be? You know, when your son was still alive, you were on your face mourning, and now that he's died, you're just back to life as though nothing has happened. And David, who was a prophet in his own right, said, I know that my son will not come back to me, but someday I will go to him. You know, and there's that picture that someday those that have preceded us in death, we will be back with them again in relationship, and that's our hope. And not only that, but we see another aspect to this story about how David had the attitude with heaven being our hope, how he could get up and go about his life as though nothing happened because he knew that there was that hope of relationship in the future. And not only that, it should really affect the way that we treat others around us, because sometimes we get so focused on the moment, like, what has he done to me? What has she said about me? What is going on today? And we worry about just the momentary stuff. And sometimes we don't think, well, this person hasn't accepted Christ, and the way that I treat them, if I just treat them based on what's going on today and I don't have a heavenly perspective that they need to find Christ, otherwise their future's not secure, that should change the way that I treat them. It should also change the way that we treat and act to our fellow believers, you know, and how we love and live with them today, knowing that we're going to be with them in relationship for eternity. And so I just wanted you guys to see that finer point and maybe just have a good time talking about it if the Holy Spirit leads in your group this week. So anyway, have a great week. Have a great study together. God bless, and I hope to see you all soon.